And down in the south of Israel, in Sderot, a very unusual creche, which was built entirely in an anti-missile shelter. Sad reality for children who live in the south of Israel. Deborah Benayoun from our French channel has this report.
At first glance, these children are having fun similar to all other children in a kindergarten, except their kindergarten is a little special. It's entirely armored. Here in the heart of Sderot, adjacent to the Gaza border, 70 children live in a secure environment, sheltered from rockets and other missiles fired from the enclave. It's a project initiated by WITZO, the International Zionist Women's Organization, and funded by donations specifically for Sderot's children.
Since 2005, when we left Gaza, this city has been pummeled by rockets in almost every day. In 2007, WITZO, which had daycare centers here in Sderot, decided to build the first bomb-proof shelter, daycare center, that is, the whole thing is a shelter, a bomb shelter. So parents could bring the kids here, they could continue working, and the kids could continue their educational, pedagogical development.
This daycare center has 40 centimeters thick steel walls and reinforced roof and windows. The water and electricity supply systems have also been designed to resist attacks. In total, 3 such establishments were built in Sderot, with one key theme: resilience. Because unlike at home or in other daycare centers, children do not need to run for shelter in the event of a rocket alert.
Having a fully protected daycare center is a blessing. WITZO is the first organization to offer this solution. As director of this daycare, I feel protected. Even on a personal level, I have less stress in the event of an alert because I know that the children are protected, as is the entire team. And if we feel protected, we pass it on to children. When the alarm sounds, there is a little movement. The children watch us to know what to do. And when we show them that everything is fine, that we don't need to run, and that we can continue our activities, the children understand this, continue their games too, and do not experience additional stress.
An establishment made all the more necessary when the inhabitants of Sderot returned to their city after October 7th. Despite the fighting in the Gaza Strip, rockets have continued to fall on the city and other towns in southern Israel in recent months.
The Home Front Command decided to reopen the city of Sderot in March, and a lot of people started coming back. So that's when they came to us to please, the city of Sderot, to please open the 3 centers, because you know, this is the only way to make sure that people go to their normal lives. If they have a place to put their children and they can go back to work and have a semblance of normalcy. So that's exactly what we did. It wasn't easy. Remember that the people that work here are also people from Sderot. They have their own families to take care of. It was a very difficult situation.
Many parents contact me because they prefer to enroll their children in a protected creche. They feel calmer. If something happens, I don't get dozens of calls from worried parents wanting to know how their children are doing. Everyone is calm.
I feel safe in this daycare. My children are not in a daycare like this, but in a private one because I worked elsewhere, and it was more practical for me in terms of hours. But now that I see what it is like here, I would have preferred to enroll them in a daycare like this, so I have to teach them what war is so that they can know what to do in case of an alarm, which is to say, run for cover.
Especially since the trauma of the numerous attacks is still vivid among the population.
I really hope that we can finally live in peace, that we feel safe. As a mother, I don't go to playgrounds in town. They're great, but I can't enjoy them. I have 2 young children, so I don't leave the house in the afternoon, because if there was an alert, will we have time to find shelter? Will there be one? Because of all this stress, I prefer to stay at home, and there are many people like me. This concerns all trips, even to the supermarket. I was displaced from my house for 6 months, and I think the most protected place still at home. I really hope that one day we will be able to enjoy leaving home without worrying.
A desire shared by many Israeli families who hope to see their children grow up far from missiles.